It concludes that illegal activities in Ekiti State are systemic, coordinated, and falsely presented as government-authorized operations. These practices undermine lawful revenue processes, endanger motorists, disrupt trade, and erode public trust in government institutions. To restore order and strengthen economic integrity, urgent and decisive actions like legislative, administrative, and enforcement-based are required. Recommendations. The committee recommends 1. Immediate suspension of all ticketing, emblem sales, haulage emissions, and related revenue collections activities by the Jora Syndicate, pending the ongoing reforms. Okay, sir. 2. Identification, profiling, and prosecution or sanctioning of individuals and contractors involved. 3. Statewide sensitization campaign to educate the public and discourage patronage of illegal tax collectors. 4. Enhance security surveillance and arrest of individuals mounting illegal roadblocks. Suspension and thorough review of contractor-based local government revenue arrangements. 6. Strengthening institutional coordination led by EKIRS to close loopholes. 7. Establishment of designated lawful revenue collection points consistent with best practices. 8. Periodic legislative oversight visits to ensure sustained compliance. Acknowledgement. The committee expresses its gratitude to the Right Honorable Speaker and leadership of the 7th Assembly for their support and guidance. Appreciation is also extended to the security agencies, EKIRS, the Ministry of Investment, Trade and Industries, local government officials, motorists, contractors, and members of the public who provided relevant testimonies and evidence. The committee particularly commends the petitioner and the affected road users whose actions contributed significantly to this investigation. The House remains committed to building a safe, just, and economically vibrant Ekiti State. Membership of the committee. 1. Honorable Temitope Ademola Longe, Chairman. 2. Honorable Babatunde Abiodun Fawekun, Vice Chairman. 3. Honorable Kehinde Anthony Adaramodu, Member. Right Honorable Hakeem Ayodeji Jamiu, PhD, Member. Honorable Babatunde E. Omotayo, Member. And Mr. Muyiwa S. Falaye, Committee Clerk. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Step forward. Lay your report before the House.
Àkópọ̀. Thank you very much. A round of applause. I must say that was a job well done.
My dear colleagues, Tolulope Ige, Honorable, representing the Southwest Constituency 2. Right on, Speaker, I rise to move the motion for the adoption of the document earlier presented by the Chairman Committee on Investment, Trade and Industry on the investigation into the petition on illegal extortion and harassment of road users in the state, that this document be adopted as a working document of this Honorable House.
Any seconder? Yes, Honorable Febi. Honorable Femi Fatula.
Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, My name is Femi Fatula. I represent the good people of the Korle constituency. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion moved by the leader of business that the report of the Committee on Investment, Trade and Industry investigation into the petition on illegal extortion and harassment of road users in the state be adopted.
Of the State House of Assembly Service Commission. Please present your reports.
Thank you, Speaker Oladele Ogushakin. I represent the good people, East Constituency 1, doubled as the chairman, Committee on Public Service Matter. I'm here to present the report on Committee on Public Service Matter, Establishment, Labor and Human Capital Development on the appeal against the implementation of the approval for reinstatement of disengaged staff of the State House of Assembly Service Commission. Forward. The Committee on Public Service Matter received a letter titled Letter of Reinstatement, Save Our Soul, addressed to the office of the Speaker through the office of the Clerk, Ekiti State House of Assembly, jointly signed by the reinstated disengaged staff of the House of Assembly Service Commission. The letter is pointing to the attention of the House to the non-implementation of the 7th Assembly Resolution 19 of February 2024 and the approval of the State Governor for the reinstatement of 15 disengaged staff of Ekiti State House of Assembly Service Commission. Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, you will recall that matter arising from the aftermath of the staff audit exercise and subsequent implementation between 2020 and 2022 was brought before this Honorable House at the exception of the 7th Assembly, and after a critical scrutiny of the matter, the House resolved, among others, that the disengaged staff be reinstated with all promotions and earned by the office before the audit exercise conducted in 2020 be restored. The committee's assignment on the present matter was aimed at reviewing all correspondence towards ensuring fairness, administrative justice, and due process in the handling of the matter. Times of reference. The committee was mandated, 1, to investigate the action and decision of the Commission concerning the disengaged staff. 2, determine the extent of compliance of the Commission with the Governor's magnanimous approval for the staff reinstatement. 3, examine the level of Commission's compliance and implementation of House Resolution 19 of 5th February 2024, which directed of the affected staff as approved by Mr. Governor, and 4, make recommendation to ensure justice, compliance, and prevention of future administrative lapses. Method of inquiry. Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, in order to carry out this assignment on time, the committee adopted oral and documentary method of inquiry. The committee requested documentary evidence from relevant stakeholders, including the State House of Assembly Service Commission, the Office of the Establishment and Service Matter Correspondent, the Office of Service Input, and supporting documents from affected staff, specifically relevant documents such as letters of disengagement, re-engagement approvals, and official correspondence from the Office of Head of Service and the Commission were carefully examined. Evidence standard. The committee received and examined the following. 1, appeal letter requesting the House to save our soul of the complainant and instill compliance with His Excellency approval and House resolution on compassionate grant. 2, copy of memo from the Office of Establishment and Service Matter conveying the Governor's approval to the House of Assembly's Commission. 3, correspondence from the Commission to the staff captured letter of reinstatement of the disengaged staff based on the Governor's approval. It could stay House of Assembly Service Commission staff nominal role as at 1st January 2020 before the staff audit exercise. 5, it could state House of Assembly Service Commission staff nominal role as at 1st January 2022 based on the staff audit implementation. 6, extant it could state House of Assembly Service Commission staff nominal role as at 1st October 2025. And 7, copy of the 7th Assembly Resolution of 5th February 2024 dispatched from the Office of the Clerk of the House to the Chairman of the Commission. The resolution was referred in the letter of reinstatement issued by the Commission. Findings. Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, you will all agree with me that the present matter is a sensitive one that has a lot to do with career progression of the concerned staff. Therefore, the committee was thorough in its investigation, hence presenting the following present findings. 1, that the Commission indeed committed an error in the process leading to the disengage of the affected staff in the first instance. 2, the Commission has not fully implemented the Governor's approval for reinstatement of the affected staff despite clear and repeated directives. 3, the Commission has not complied with House Resolution 19 of 5th February 2024, which directed that the Governor's approval should be implemented in total. 4, that the disposition of the Commission on this matter amount to administrative defiance and disrespect for the oversight authority and the power of the House enshrined in Section 88 and 89 of 1999 Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended. 5, that such non-compliance undermine the mutual working relationship expected between the Commission, the legislature, and the evidence. 6, that the committee view the Commission's delay and partial implementation as an act of deliberate non-compliance with lawful directives. Conclusion. While believing in the saying that justice is better served by other means of punishment than locking the door cell and throwing away the key, the committee concludes that the refusal of the House of Assembly Service Commission to fully implement both its Governor's restatement approval and the House Resolution 19 of the 5th February 2024 amount to gross disregard of lawful authority and a deliberate attempt to undermine the resolution of the House. The committee further conclude that the continued delay to alleviate the emotional torture and infringement on the career progression of the appellant portray institutional arrogance, and administrative indiscipline, which must not be tolerated in public service under any guise. Recommendation that the House of Assembly Commission should be directed to immediately and fully implement the Governor's magnanimous approval and the House Resolution 19 of 5th February 2024 in total without further delay. 2, that the Office of the Public Service Handling Established Matter, that the officials in the public service handling establishment and career matters should henceforth exercise greater diligence and professionalism in management sensitive personal issues to prevent future administrative lapses. That the House should issue a strong warning to the Commission and all government agencies against non-compliance with any resolution of the House, as such act henceforth shall be regarded as a gross misconduct and contempt of the legislator. 4, that the recommendation 1 to 3 above are adopted by the Honorable House. The clerk should communicate the resolution to the Commission for immediate action and to report back to the House within a specified time frame. 5, that the House should sustain its oversight function on the Commission and similar agents to forestall future administrative breaches and ensure full adherence to a legislative directive. 6, that the affected staff should be reinstated with all rights, privileges, and ranks except financial areas. Restored in accordance with Governor's approval and the House resolution. 7, for the purpose of clarity, a directive chart of the career progression of the concerned staff and as proposed by the committee is attached to the appendix of the compliance. Acknowledgement. The committee appreciates His Excellency Governor Biodun Abayomi Ibanji for his persistent effort at providing a haven for the traumatized, the leadership of the House of Assembly, fostering administrative sanity in the public service of the state, and confidence reposed in this committee. Before I finally lay this report, I want to commend the tenacity of the distinguished members of this committee, the bureaucracy, and all stakeholders who honored our invitations and provide valuable information and document aided the committee's investigation. Thank you. Membership of the committee, Honorable Ladele Ogushakin, Chairman, Honorable Jacob A. Awoniyi, Vice Chairman, Honorable Kende A. Adaramodu, Member, Honorable Babatunde A. Fawekun, Member, Honorable Temitokwe Ademola Longe, Member, Muyiwa S. Falaye, Clerk of the Committee. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's a job well done. Please, you step forward to lay the report before the House. Leader of the House.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, my dear colleagues. Right Honorable Speaker, I want to stand up again to move the motion for the adoption of this report of the Committee on Public Service Matters, Establishment, Labor and Human Capital Development on the appeal against the implementation of the approval for the statement of disengaged staff of the State House of Assembly Service Commission. And I so move, Right Honorable Speaker.
Any seconder? Yes. Honorable Abimbola Sholanke.
The Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, my name is Honorable Abimbola Sholanke, member representing Mumba Constituency 1. I rise this afternoon to second the motion ably moved by the leader of this House on the reports of Committee on Public Service Matters, Establishment, Labor and Human Capital Development on the appeal against the implementation of the approval for reinstatement of disengaged staff of Ekiti State House of Assembly Service Commission. That the document should be adopted as the working document of this House. I shall second. Thank you.
On that note, I call for a vote that those in favor that this report become the working document of this House say aye, and those against say nay. Then the ayes have it. Leader of the House.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My dear colleagues, we have a report from two committees, and in order to consider these two reports, I want to move the motion that this House dissolves Committee of the Whole.
Any seconder to that motion? Yes. Honorable. Well, no problem. Don't worry. This time around, Anthony Adaramodu.
Right Honorable Speaker, dear colleagues, I hereby support the motion that the House resolved.
Sir, don't support this motion. Second it.
Second, the motion that we should resolve to the Committee of the Whole House.
Yes, thank you. And if you are in support that this House dissolved to Committee of the Whole House, say aye. And those against say nay. The ayes have it. Even nay, the ayes still have it. I'm going to stay here to do the Committee of the Whole House. We have two reports, and we'll take them one after the other. The first report is a report of the Committee on Investment, Trade and Industries on the investigation into the petition on illegal extortion and harassment of road users in Ekiti State. I believe we all have a copy of this report. So, and the committee came up with their findings, and they also tell us term of reference which this House gave them, and the method they use is to carry out this investigation, we were told, and the evidence standard. They also mentioned that to us, both documentary and oral evidence. Though, and I must say that it's important that while we are furnishing this House with report of this nature, we should also attach as an annexure this documentary evidence, because that will also help members at the Committee of the Whole House to be able to also, but this one is a bit light, so we are going to, unless there are other opinions to it, but committees must be ready to also attach everything needed. Members must have all the necessary documents, because before a member will say, yes, I'm voting for this, they should also be able to exercise their discretion based on what they have seen. So, there were sample emblems and the rest of it, and we believe in you. Then, after that, they come up with findings. And the findings that there are illegal revenue collection in Ekiti State, which were informed that even the EKRS testify to that, because part of those invited were EKRS who were in attendance, and the JTB. They said that there were illegal revenue collection, including haulage, emissions, JTB basket, and if this is correct, then I think this House must take a drastic step. Then we were told that perpetrators frequently impersonate government officials by wearing reflective jackets, using fake identity cards, and presenting forged documents. These are weighty in nature. And then they said they always mount unauthorized roadblock that exists across major roads, and including Ilawe, where it happens. What necessitated this petition was what happened at Ilawe, in Aramoko, Ilesha, Ikere, where we cannot feign ignorance that commuters are also complaining. We have nothing against it if it is legal. But when it is being perpetrated by illegal or non-authorized collectors, the House must take a step on it. And we are told that this is even the most germane, that funds collected at this point are diverted. then that is a very serious one to private private gain and not remitted to the government. So what is the essence? And then some local government contractors exceeded their authorized scope. Maybe the chairman will shed light on that to the committee of the House. What you mean by some local government contractors exceeded their authorized scope? Extorting, okay, now I get you, extorting motorists under false pretense. By extorting, I think instead of command, that's why it's a bit confusing. Should have been like a column to explain, or by will have. So I think I get that now. So that they are also collecting money from motorists and extorting them and under false pretense. And they also say environmental compliance initiatives such as waste baskets have been commercialized and abused. Those are the things, their findings, before the recommendation. So, based on this, if there is any comment from members we can make before we go into recommendations. Thank you. Yes, Honorable Femi Akindele.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Honorable Femi.
I think we should also look at the number 8, item 8 under the findings. The activities violate state revenue laws and EKRS directives prohibiting roadblocks-based revenue collection. Please go ahead.
Thank you once again, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Honorable Femi Olanrewaju Akindele. I represent the entire celestial and terrestrial bodies of the Reporting Federal Constituency 1. Right Honorable Speaker, I was going to speak to that subsection 8. Right Honorable Speaker, even in the days of the military in 1998, there was a decree to the effect that nobody has the right to even collect anything on the road. In 2004, under the Taxes and Levies Act, that same thing was equally repeated. As recent as 2015, at the federal level, an act was signed to law. And it is on this premise that every form of mounting of roadblock for the purpose or purposes of revenue generation is against the law. It's against the heart of Federal Republic of Nigeria. And every other law of any federal unit that is inconsistent with such law, it will be inconsistent to the extent of the level that the law has violated it. So coming down to Ekiti State, Right Honorable Speaker.
Sorry, the only question I will ask on that, how do you now get your revenue from motorists? I mean the legal one now. What are the methods? Because if we want to frown at a thing, we should also provide solution. We should be able to say, okay, instead of mounting roadblocks, this and this are what should be done.
Yes, Right Honorable Speaker, let me share my personal experience. Anybody that applied the route of Benin, Edo State to Delta, we know that that particular route is notorious for this activity. Anybody that applies that route. As far back as 2004, 2006, 2007, each time we are going for any NGO work along that route, and we have any branded car, they always stop us. That was what, motivated me to go and search for that law since that time. And since that time, I always make a photocopy of such and put in the car. Coming to the question, Right Honorable Speaker, all these people, there is no company that is licensed in Nigeria that is not registered. And once they pay, maybe, for example, Coca-Cola, once they pay from their head office, they always spread the money down to everywhere that the money ought to get to. Like all these beverages that travel around with their branded cars, they always pay. They have a place where they have places, they have an arrangement how to pay. Then coming to the issue of motorists, especially all these big lorries, buses, they have unions from where government can even collect this tax, even properly in a more humane form, without even barricading the road. Right, this in whatever form, it is against the law of the land. So, I just want to implore, but the government, like you said, we should reach out to all these unions, the ones within us. But most of the time, the people they tend to harass, they are the ones that are ignorant.
The challenge here is even that we are dealing with illegal collectors. If by the report, it's even not about the lawful collectors now. We are dealing with illegal collectors. Unless it is proven that those ones are legally engaged, then we cannot be talking about this. Because if it's about illegal collectors, I think it's a different approach. And if it is those who are legally constituted, but they are now constitute nuisance, it's another approach that the House will take. So it is for us, first of all, to be sure that these ones are illegal collectors. Then our approach will be different. And it is for us to also again confirm whether they are properly engaged, but constituting their activities in an untoward manner. It will be a different approach.
Right, because thank you for the clarification. As at 2010, I was appointed secretary to the local government. The moment I assumed office in our local government, all the people all these collectors around, even the people that we are familiar with, party men, they came to us in the local government, and I told them that I won't be part of the arrangement. But I told them, no, there is no justification. No one is illegal. There is nobody that has the authority or rights to even stand on the road and block an oncoming vehicle for the purpose of levies and taxes. So the entire activity on the road is entirely illegal. So there is no way we can justify what is illegal. It is illegal ab initio. That's why thankfully you were equally at the local government at some point as the head of the local government. I just shared my own experience. When they came, when I was the secretary, I told them I won't be part of this. And I told them, they came and lobbied. I said, no, it is entirely illegal. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You know, when I was there as the local government, I didn't really spend so much time. It was a very short time. So you have more experience in the local government than me. And I have some veterans in local government administration who were allowed to speak. But before then, let me call on Right Honorable Akim Jamiu to make his own contribution.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Distinguished colleagues. I'm Right Honorable Akim Jamiu. I represent Reporting for the Constituency 2. I am a signatory to this report, and I was there throughout the process of interrogating these people, so I can shed more light. Mr. Speaker, let me just put it simply. So many things are going on in this state that we as representatives of the people must be alive to. These people, they are running an illegal organization, pure and simple. Illegal organization. If it's legal, like you said, we can even be talking about that. But they are running an illegal organization. They are not responsible to anybody. BIRS does not know them. That is Ekiti Central Revenue. They don't know them. Ekiti Southwest disown them. Then the JORA that they use as the basis of their organization is just an association of some illegal people just printing the seeds of themselves. Then, above all, they are destroying the image of the government of Ekiti State. They make us look like a banana republic in the eyes of other states. Whereas these people, they don't have the authority to do what they were doing. So when we were interviewing them, especially those thugs who appeared on the video, they were all crying, lying down on the floor. Because they no even ID card. They printed an ID card without the knowledge of the local government, Southwest. So, Mr. Speaker, if the man who brought this petition has not done it, we will not have seen the facts of this matter. And there are so many illegal things like that going on in the state. So as they come up, as we discover this, we must act. And on this, I want the whole house to consider this report. The activities must be suspended illegally, and it must be streamlined. And put anything about revenue, I think should be under the Board of Veterinary Revenue. I've never seen a place where some people will just get themselves together and just be ripping off people They will charge you 45,000, 86,000. Even old people, retirees, they harass them. And meanwhile, these people are running an illegal organization. I think it's our duty as representatives of the people to protect the people we are representing. So I think we need to put a halt, if it's temporary, to the activities across the state until the activities are streamlined, and we make sure that they are operating legally and they can be responsible. We can hold Board of Internal Revenue responsible for their actions. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Akim Jamiu. I call Honorable Oluwayomi Ayorinde. I'll come to you, Honorable Anthony.
Right, esteemed colleagues, my name is Honorable Yomi Ayorinde. I represent Idosi Constituency 2. I want to join the Right Honorable Speaker in appreciating the committee members for a detailed report and a job well done. However, I have some questions, or I need some clarification so that when the chairman of the committee will have the floor again, maybe he will be able to assist me and assist the entire House. Under findings, number 5 said some local government contractors exceeded the authorized scope, extorting motorists under false pretense. That to me implied that these people are not entirely unknown. They are known to the local government authorities. It will be important to know the level of cooperability or otherwise of local government officials or local government authority during your interactions with them. I also want to know this JORA contract, if it's a uniform contract in all the 16 local government, or there is JORA in Ekiti Southwest, another company in Idosi. Please, I want to know. Then the third one, because your recommendation says suspension of their activities till the time in. I don't know. I want to know the type of contracts they have in the first place with the local government authority. If it is tenured, maybe they gave them permission to be on the road for 3 years and the money has been paid to the local government in advance, or they are just running it on a day-to-day basis and they are remitting money to the local government. Why did I say this? I do not believe that it will take people in Nado or passerby to understand the illegality being perpetrated by these people, when in most cases their roadblocks are not even far from local government secretariats. They are culpable, and I don't see how they can dance out of this. I don't know how much job you have done in terms of interacting with them, or what they have, or what will be their defense, but I want to be properly enlightened on this. Thank you for your attention, Right Honorable Speaker, and the entire House.
Thank you very much. I call on Honorable Tony Adaramodu.
Right Honorable Speaker, dear colleagues, my name is Honorable Tony Kende Adaramodu, representing the good people of the Southwest Constituency 1. The activities of these people are terrible and barbaric in nature. If you happen to travel by pickup, I have an Hilux, and each time I travel with it, I know what I face on the road. There was a time I was given 21 emblems, 21, after counting it one by one, 21. And if by mistake...
They understand where they are giving you 21, sir?
I don't know.
And probably they've also looked into the numbers of cars that was sent out.
Right Honorable Speaker, on a serious note, when they hook you on the road, they will not allow you to go. And if they collect the emblems from your hand, they will cunningly remove, remove one out of it. And that one, probably they are selling it for 3,000 naira. But believe me, Right Honorable Speaker, they will collect nothing less than 15,000 naira from your hand. The way they are acting is terrible. It's terrible. It's better you don't even meet them on the road. Right Honorable Speaker, I believe this House can streamline their activities. How I wish it should be done in proper way. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Leader of the House.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, and my dear colleagues. I want us to put a little of this into perspective. These people on the roads and highways, there are two different sets of things that they are working on. Some of them are actually working on these emblems. Some of those emblems are probably not legal, but the acne permit is legal. The acne permit is supported by the road traffic law of the country, and it's an important document that is required, especially for the class of vehicles that Honorable Adamodu just referred to. So I think the submission of this committee is to identify those set of people that are dealing illegally. So I think we also need now to give a resolution for the rights or the relevant agency that will now need to enforce the agency that can enforce the removal of this set of people on our roads within Ekiti State. So I think that's my submission, right, Mr. Speaker.
Yes. Honorable Femi Fatula.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues. Ms. Femi Fatula, I represent the colleague consensus. Mr. Speaker, I just want to speak on facts. Local governments cannot run away from the fact that they know these people. I have worked with them, Mr. Speaker. This emblem we are talking about, each local government has their own internal revenue department. And part of what they do in the internal revenue department is to generate funds. And they are the one giving these emblem people, they are the one giving them the receipt. Though those people who went again to add their own, to print their own. But the original ticket given to them is from the local government. So we still need to engage the local government authorities, the chairman. We should need to engage them, to ask them, to know. Because the EKRS we are talking about will not generate for local government. EKRS will generate for state. And there are two different things, state and the local government. So the local government generate their own internal revenue. And those are the area generate their own. So, Mr. Speaker, I still want to work more on this, to engage the local government authorities, to know how they generate their own internal revenue. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Well, on this, the question raised by Honorable Yomi Ayorinde should also be put into proper perspective, which is very, very germane. Do we agree that some of these people were engaged, but they are carrying out, so they were engaged? So, the committee invites the local government chairman, so they were invited. The local government chairman were invited. What was their own position? Honorable Tokolonge.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. In carrying out our investigation, some of the local government chairmen that we invited, for example, Honorable Karim is not here again. At one of our sittings, we invited the chairman of his local government and also Karim himself, Honorable Karim himself. And in that local government, the chairman said, yes, he knows them, he sees them on the road, but that he does not have anything to do with him. They don't answer to him. They don't bring anything to him. The chairman was saying it in his presence. I think Honorable Karim was there. He says they are above the law. They operate like gangsters, and they don't even answer to him. On another occasion, last week, we invited Honorable Richard Akpolola Sikira from Ilawe. And he was... Yes, sir. Yes, sir. On 2 occasions, we have invited him and the EKRS people and these people that are collecting these illegal taxes. And Sikira Akpolola said, well, he knows them, he sees them in his local government, but they don't answer to him, they don't report to him.
That is serious.
Sir.
Hold on, sir. Hold on. Akpolola is the chairman.
Yes, of the local government.
Of the local government.
Yes, sir.
People are collecting revenue in your local government. As the chairman, and you are saying, I see them.
Mr. Speaker,
something is wrong.
Can you let me land, sir?
Something is.
Can you let me land, sir? Mr. Speaker, they said the moment he became chairman, that they will come and tell him that they've been collecting this revenue from time. Let me land.
On whose authority?
From time immemorial. He now said, okay, fine. How much do you pay to the local government? He said they are the ones that told him they pay 200,000 per year, per annum to the local government. That is about 20,000. That's about 20,000 naira in a month.
Not up to 20,000.
Not up to 20,000 in a month. Meanwhile, I have a documentary evidence here of one receipt that they collect that they gave somebody, and they wrote on the receipt. They said this is a deposit out of the 45,000 naira you are supposed to pay. You have deposited 15,000 for waste basket, and when you are coming back, you pay your 30,000. The receipt is there, and so I asked them, let us even assume you are legal. Are you supposed to arrest private vehicles? Because these are private vehicles, not even commercial. Vehicles with blue plate numbers. And they said yes, now they know that. And they know they are not supposed to arrest private vehicles. So we invited they have a leadership. We invited their leadership. And the leadership said, the man said, even he himself, he has had cause to go and lock these guys up.
One area you should help us is who engage this. Would they just engage themselves? Is there any MOU signed with them?
None at all.
So why is it that the local government cannot also stop their activities to now engage, or if they want to retain their service, to sit down, have an understanding? Because we need to know before. We will still take our decision.
Yes.
But I just want members to also see this clearly. Yes.
Sir, the EKRS told us that they have been looking for ways to even stop them. The council chairman, they don't even have power over them at all.
Are they stronger than the state?
So that's why
because to me, if EKRS, chairman of local government, are saying that they are helpless, I don't understand. Yes. Are we saying that the state is helpless?
No, sir. That's why they ran to us in the assembly level.
No, it's not them that ran to us. It's just one person that wrote a petition to us.
Yes.
No government has ever complained to this house. EKRS has even not complained to this house. That's where I am worried. I am worried, not that we will not take a decision, but I think this has to be, why we have to shed light on this, is that whatever is our decision at the end of the day, people out there can also see. Now the EKRS is now complaining. Local government chairmen are also complaining. While members of the public are also crying. It is for people to see first. So, Right Honorable Akim Jami, I will allow, if you want to make more than one, I will allow it on this matter, please.
Sorry, Right Honorable Speaker, I'm Right Honorable Akim once again. Let me just clarify that. There is no denying the fact that the local governments, they are culpable. At the same time, they are very careless. Because I put it to the chairman of Ilawe that, okay, the letter of engagement read, so we have engaged you to be collecting taxes on our behalf. And it was signed on behalf of the local government. I now show it to the chairman said, well, he didn't know when the person signed the letter on his behalf. They did ID card on the logo of Ekisa local government, the chairman said he was not aware. So it is carelessness and culpability at the same time. And even the money that they were remitting to the government, to the Southwest, is ridiculous. What we found out was that if, as a chairman of a local government, if somebody comes to me that I be authorized by so person to be collecting taxes on your own is just to give us letter. You didn't ask question further that who engaged you, because that was the question I was not asking. Okay, let's say the local government of Ilawe is your secondary employer now. Who is your primary employer? They said Jora. That Jora, I said, okay, go and bring the law that set up Jora and gave you the authority to be collecting taxes on federal government roads, whether federal or state roads. They have not been able to bring that law. That is where we discovered that they were just running a racket and an illegal organization, but the local government too, especially Algon, they are also culpable and careless. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. Okay, Honorable Femi Akindele. Who are they? Are they registered in Ekiti? That's another question. When you are saying Jora, are they a registered organization? Any organization that is also not registered is an illegal association. But that is one of the things your committee ought to have done, to also confirm if they are a registered association.
Right, Honorable Speaker. Thank you for this leave. Mr. Chairman, sir, thanks for the leave. I wanted to even come through the rules before, but since you have given a waiver, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Sir and dear colleagues, I want to tell us here and now that if any of the local government chairmen feign ignorance, they are just hiding under a finger. They know about it. Right, Honorable Speaker, these people, they call themselves consultants. They call themselves consultants. They always meet with the local government, whoever is in the local government, they go and meet with them, maybe outside the office, and they derive their own illegal authority from the local government. However, in all of these things that we are discussing, be it consultant, be it from the local government chairman, or whatever it is entirely unlawful. It is outrightly illegal. It's against the law of the land. And Mr. Chairman, sir, I want this house to frown at it with our resolutions. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. What we are going to do, please, we'll stand down the matter, take the other issue, we'll come back on the two. I must also inform you that I seek to be guided too. So I'm looking for a particular information that will also help our decision at the end of the day, so that we will, because those few things we need to know. Jora, I don't want it to just be a speculation that they are not a registered association. Secondly, the issue of them, I still don't believe that anybody will be collecting revenue for over the years without an understanding somewhere. So I think we should find out that particular one. But like I said, whatever, even if there is understanding or memorandum, but it is better for us to understand it, because one of the things I don't like to do is to run the state into any crisis or any problem. There was one agreement that somebody just came, he didn't even understand, and just overzealously cancelled it was a concessionaire issue, and cancelled it. The state has been battling with EU of over 9 billion naira. And even those ones, they don't have anything to do. They know they cannot do it, but they are only waiting. And somebody just came and just went ahead and cancelled without recourse to legal issues surrounding it that are supposed to manage, and that the next thing they went straight to court to say that state has breached agreements. You understand? Even though even they cannot even carry out the whole thing. But ordinarily, what government should have done that time is wait for a period of time and now begin to say these are part of the condition precedent to their engagement, not just unilaterally disengaging them. All those condition precedents, and that is why I want us to just look at that area alone before we take a final decision. Yes, on it. But it's a house. Though, the way we will do it, we will do something today, we will still come back. It is either by resolution we can recommend to government instead of us summarily suspending the activities. I think we can now told that part to recommend to the state government to suspend their activities pending the time that all matters surrounding it are streamlined. I think that would be the best option. But if we had gotten all the other information, the House can suspend the activity summarily from here. But since those ones are a bit not clear to us truly, I think we should just recommend the suspension of the activities to the government to implement. Or what do we see? But we will still take that, but let's stand it down. We'll come back to it. Let's take the other matter. Leader of the House. Well, yes, the other matter is a report that was like a petition from some of our staff. I don't want to be using disengaged staff. They are no longer disengaged staff. The day they were employed, they were re-engaged. They are now a staff of the House. But I think they petitioned the House based on some of the conditions attached to their re-engagement or benefit that they believe that they should enjoy after they have been re-engaged, and that they did not. But I'm having issue with this report. I must state that. The issue I'm having with it is a good job. The only issue I'm having, members should be furnished with everything we have, what's it called? We have, that this report has mentioned. For example, the Mr. Governor's graceful approval, we're supposed to annex it so that member will read that approval. And it will guide the decision that we're going to arrive at. Then I think there is a report from the Civil Service Commission that we're supposed to also have attached to this report. Then the resolution of the House mentioned. Unfortunately, it's our own resolution. If it is 2024, it means it's this House resolution. So we should have, so to me, the clerk of the House should be able to furnish us with those, what's it called? Before we can, members should be able to go through it. We cannot just be deliberating in isolation. Is that not correct? Uh-huh. Okay, good enough. The committee actually, oh good. No, this is, please 1 minute. Apparently this is not a report. This is not, this is from the individual staff. What we have here, Honorable the Chairman, what you inform the leader, I'm looking at it, the annexures to this are what you got from individual staff. I think like their letter of reinstatement. What we need, what I'm referring to, is Mr. Governor's approval, referred to in this report. The civil service position on this particular issue, then the House resolution refer to. But do we have any resolution on disengaged staff or a resolution on other matter? Because we might have issues that are identical, but they are not similar. I always tell people there are identical twins, but there are no similar twins. So let us have it so that we can, I want us to do whatever we are doing. One of the pillars of justice is that justice must be, it has three ways: that you do justice to the petitioner, to the defendant, and to the three people must see. Even member of the public, we know that we have done justice, and that's exactly what we are doing here presently. I think we should do that. To make, do we step this down to the next plenary? But before then, let all members be furnished with those documents I mentioned. Let them even study it. Not that day, because one of the things you normally do is to now begin to brush us, bring it that day. Clerk of the House, get all these documents and let it be photocopied and given to all members before our next sitting, so that they can study it. That is why Committee of the House can make an informed decision. I'm sorry, there was a decision of this house that I don't like, that we made, that we have to handle it administratively. There was a matter in court, and the committee did not bring it to our notice that the matter had already passed. It was in court. There was even a judgment of the court. And there was no, and that is why if you see me now being careful, it is as a result of that. It was after the resolution of the House that we are now furnished with the judgment of the court. So we should not allow that. We should not allow ourselves to be caught in that, in such way. So please, you will agree with me that the Committee of the House will sit down after, what's it called? After we must have gotten all the other documents that the committee relied on, so that we will be able to come up and consider your recommendation. All we need to recommend, we are not revisiting your findings, but for us to be able to align ourselves with your recommendation, we must also be abreast of those facts that you have stated. I think that's all. I think that's better. Those in favor that will stand on this report, stay aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. Thank you. So we can we just, okay, we just make one recommendation, we just sit on one recommendation from the initial one. Let's go back to the earlier report. And I think the recommendation is that the House, okay, Honorable Yomi Ayonide.
Right, Honorable colleagues, Yomi Ayonide, and I represent Ido constituency too. Right, Honorable Speaker, I want to appreciate you for this special privilege to be able to speak on this same matter the second time. Yeah, I was just appreciating you for the opportunity to speak for the second time on this same issue. I want to plead with the House that we consult more widely before we take any position on JORA. JORA operates nationally in Nigeria, and I have been a victim of these people either in Ogun State because of some haulage business that I do. Nigerians don't have culture of paying except you force us to pay. That was what brought JORA into existence. Just like you have just like you have police enforcing driver's license and and insurance. Dora came into his assistance because of our culture of inability to walk up directly to say you want to go and pay. There are about 34 different types of stickers, and they are all legal. If we say they pay 200,000 annually to a local government, that is short payment. It does not make their operation illegal. And if they pay 200,000 to government, who knows, maybe behind the scene, the chairman or head or local government authority benefit. So that it does not make.
I even agree with you for a local government chairman to know that this person is short paying me, and you are not doing anything.
And you are allowing
something there is another current.
The truth of the matter is that this is a racket. Local government authority knows that they do not have the capacity to enforce such within their territory because there are people they know. So they encourage consultants who are outsiders to help them put wood on the road, cross the road, and help us forcefully get this money from them. Maybe in the course of doing this, they now help themselves. But before we take a blanket decision on Jora, I want the leadership, I want the speaker to consult more widely on it, because if you have this document from Ogun State, all of it complete from Ogun State, even if you travel to Kano, if they stop you and you're able to present all of it, nobody will charge you anything extra. They'll just ask you to go. They seem to have capitalized on greed and not waking up to our responsibility, except we are forced to do. I thank you for the opportunity, sir. But please, sir,
this is what we are going.
Sir. Yes, sir.
This is what we are going to do. I will still recommit this back to the committee to go and do just one or two things for the house, and at the next plenary, you will present a further and better report, which is allowed in court. Further and better report is just to go and have understanding of the operations of Jora, and if there is any agreement that they have either with the state government or local government, just go and do that one. Committee on investment, please go. We will recommit this from the house now. This will be recommitted back to your committee to look at those gray areas that we have highlighted and come back with a further and better report for the house. So, but that will be done at plenary. We are still at the committee of the whole house. So, leader of the house, do we make that our final resolution for today from the committee of the house? Thank you, leader of the house.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, my dear colleagues. Having considered the two reports in the committee of the whole house and exhausted deliberations on them, or resolved actions on them, I want to move that this house reverts back to plenary. So move.
Any seconder? All right, Honorable Kieme.
The Right Honorable Speaker and distinguished colleagues, my name is Honorable Barrister Iyabo Fakunle Okeme, and I represent the good people of Ilejemeje constituency. I hereby second the motion as moved by the House leader that this House reverts to plenary. Thank you.
Those in favor that this House revert to plenary, say aye. Aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. Thank you very much. Yes, leader of the House, I call on Honorable Awoni to report, to give us the report of the committee of the House.
The Right Honorable Speaker, sir, distinguished honorable members of the House, I'm Honorable Jacob Adeyemi Awoni. I rise this afternoon to confirm and to state that all the comments made during the committee of the whole House are true reflection of what we discussed at the the committee of the whole House. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Well, Honorable Yoma Yonide, please can you confirm that?
Right, Honorable Speaker, esteemed colleagues, I want to confirm has agreed to bestow a more mature reflections on the two reports and conduct more consultations and bring it back to the House. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. On that note, I also confirm that to be, on that note, the two reports are hereby stand down. Not stand down. The committee, the report on of the Committee of the Investment, Trade and Industry Investigation into the petition on illegal extortion and harassment of road users is hereby recommitted to the same committee to look into those gray areas that we have highlighted, particularly the activities of JORA, and also to see whether there is any agreement with the state government or any authority at all in Ekiti State. Also, on the report of the Committee on Public Matters, Establishment, Labor and Human Capital Development, which is on the appeal against the implementation of the approval for the statement of disengaged staff of Ekiti State House of Assembly Service Commission. This is also stand down for deliberation at the next sitting, pending the time all documents mentioned to it. Number one, the governor's approval of reinstatement, the establishment, what do you call it again? Establishment, Office of the Establishment report, circular, and also the House of Assembly resolution. Then I think we should also look into the report from the House of Assembly Service Commission. They must have sat at plenary and they will have a resolution. Get their resolution also for us. Then, and this should be circulated to all members before the next plenary session. The resolution by the House of Assembly Service Commission, the resolution of the House of Assembly, if any, Mr. Governor's approval, and the Office of Establishment circular, it's not a circular, letter, yes, a letter from the Office of Establishment. Let it be circulated to all members before the next, and I will indulge all my colleagues to study all these documents before the next sitting so that we can be able to be abreast of what is in it. Thank you. I think if those in favor that this form pass of the decision say aye, those against say nay. The ayes have it. On that note, I call on the leader of the House to move the motion, to take us through item 5. No 7.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, my dear colleagues, the next and last item in our order of the day is items 5, and that is adjournment. Right Honorable Speaker, having exhausted all the items of today's order paper and done justice to them, I want to move the motion that this Honorable House adjourns its sitting synodally. I so move.
Well, thank you very much. Yes, if you are raising your hand, I can recognize you. I can see your hands. But that you raise your hands above your does not mean you will be recognized. Honorable Johnson Yokola Bode Adeoye, second devotion.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, distinguished...
well, if you say ranking, I agree.
Mr. Speaker, distinguished honorable colleagues, I rise to second the motion ably moved by the leader, particularly that today has been a very long day, a day that saw item 7 on the order paper, and also saw the disappearance of that same item 7. I humbly second the motion ably moved that the plenary come into adjournment.
Whether grudgingly you have seconded it, either grudgingly or willingly or in a further form, and I put the question that those in favor that the House adjourn sine die, press yes. But if you are against, press no. Well, at the end of the day, the yes have it. Thank you.